Okay, so right, you replaced the images in terms of the dolls, but on the Musk doll, there's no bottom; it's cut off, and on the Putin doll, the top is a little bit cut off. Also, the dolls would be better if you had the ribbons on them from the one that I put on there, the circular one, where it says the Trumpster, the Emperor, the uh, the pun, pun, the the
Yes, I understood what you're
the
talking.
Valinsky or whatever the hell it is. Okay, so you need to add the ribbons on there. Okay,
Yeah.
and then on the rope itself, I understand you did it so that you can have the ropes the same length, but you can have it over the edge of the building. And one of the issues is that you kind of cut off the building a little bit with a little bit of sky there. So the sky needs to be removed because it's the building indentation on the right. If you look at right from the right to the left, you've got column one, then column two from the right to the left. Okay, so column two is the nope, stop. Column two is the one above Vlad's head. Okay, right there is where you have the sky cutting into the building. You kind of need to fix that. And then two, the problem is that you've got to visually be able to see how it's supposed to look in your mind and then say, is that what I'm achieving? But also, you've got to be able to analyze how it's supposed to look
Yeah.
as well. So here's the problem: you have this is supposed to be like a rope design, and you have a straight line design. So remember, I said you need to change these into like ropes, where there has to be like a pattern, like a circular pattern, like from rope inside the design. One, you didn't do that.
I thought just I can change straight lines to a little wavy and it will be like a rope.
But it doesn't have any of the texture of a rope. And
Yeah.
that's the problem also, because it looks really flat, like you just put a line in there. So that's why I told you to add the texture. And you can just get a rope. You can just get an image of a rope and stick it on there,
Mm-hmm.
and then problem solved.
Yeah, okay.
But the thing is that when the rope goes over the edge of the building, go to put your cursor on the top where the building and the rope are. Not that one, because that one's completely wrong. That one.
Mm-hmm.
You see, you have the curved part of the top of the rope. Blow it up really big. You have the curved part of the top of the rope, and it stops before the top of the building.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's impossible. Well,
Yeah.
it's kind of not impossible, but it wouldn't happen that way.
Yes.
So this is where what I said, you've got to be able to visualize what it's supposed to look like in your mind, and that's got to be a little bit of the analytical part as well.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to analyze. Is a rope going to go ahead and do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So, okay. So now you know you got to fix the rope itself. You've got to fix the portion of the building as well.
Yeah.
So when you work on your file, what level of magnification are you doing? Are you working at it at 1 to 1, at 2 to 1?
Um, the way it would fit my screen.
Okay, but this fits your screen right now.
Yes.
So the thing is, when you're at the smaller magnifications, you won't always see the clarity of what you need to see when you really blow it up 400% or more.
Yeah.
So what's the answer to the problem?
To work in a bigger scale. Okay.
Yes. And then reduce it and see how it goes, because you won't be able to catch them on the smaller scale. But when it's printed, you can see some of these errors.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is that I will tell you honestly, probably 95, 6, 7% of the people out of 100 who look at the design will not see what we're talking about. We don't care. We're not doing it for those 97, 98%. We're doing it for the 1 or 2% that actually will see it and say, oh, wow, that's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And yes.
All right. And you can fix like Musk's head where it's just the same color as the background. It has none of like that little stardust in it above his head. You can,
Yeah.
same thing with Trump's, there's no texture in that, and his head's a little flat. Okay. You can fix all those things,
Yes.
okay?
Okay.
Because you're better at it than I am. Okay. And I don't have the time, I just put them together, right? As okay. So let's go. So this is one area. Now let's go down. You can same thing, you know about the bottom. Okay. Now the thing is, the other thing that we spoke about is okay, you can stop there. Okay. Is the lines.
Yes, they are less visible now.
So this is how they look now.
Yeah. Smaller, so much smaller.
Because in the
Yeah, it's because of the layers. I don't know why it's still there in PDF.
okay. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Okay, so go down. Okay. And one thing you can do, even though this is a PDF, you can still do a spell check on a document to make sure that there's nothing spelled incorrectly.
Okay.
Okay, just a good thing to do when you're doing your graphics.
Mhm.
Even though I gave you the text. Okay, so we fix up that side, and let's see, the bottom looks better. Oh, yeah, yeah. It's still on the rose side, but that's okay. To me, that's okay. The clock tower, uh, so you blow that up again, see the face of the clock tower. Um, you can see it's still a little rose colored in there. That's okay.
Yeah, I tried to work on colors, but
But it looks gold, it looks rose, it looks classy. Okay. The thing is that the guy in the in the window, what I'd like you to do is go to one of the other versions of what we have and cut that other version and then
Oh, and sticky.
and paste it in here because
Yeah.
this guy is too thin to be Trump.
Okay.
We want a fatter, dumpier guy.
Okay.
Okay. And you cleaned up the lettering in Trump Tower. It looks like you cleaned it up to me. Okay.
Yes, this part I cleaned
But
because
also
I
the top, the words Trump Tower.
this
Uh,
one. Maybe a little bit AI
well,
helped.
it did. It got cleaned up and it's much brighter and it looks good. I mean, we're giving him $1 million makeover. He should be happy, right? He was crappy building. No, okay, I'm sorry. Uh, okay, so let's see the whole thing. Okay, and the colors on this are pretty vibrant. That's good. I mean, the corners, they're not uniform in shape in terms of, you got round corners. Some are a little bit less rounded. Um, I'd be a little bit more concerned on the top with that than on the bottom. Okay. So let's say the one by Putin is the right shape for the round. Then the one next to Trump should be more rounded,
Okay.
like that. Okay. So that's good. Um, so you just make a list of those. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you focus in on the tango dancer with Trump doll? Which I didn't look at that. Okay, so you got Trump in there, and then in her other hand,
She has doll, but she holds it the way there is no face. So I thought maybe I don't have to change.
okay, but the thing is that we are designers, so we think about all aspects. So you have a choice of either putting in Putin or putting in Musk.
Okay.
And who would you choose?
Maybe Elon Musk.
Okay, so put Musk in there, and she's covering his face.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you want, you can actually hold Musk upside down. There's no reason why you have to put him in right side up. You can put
Yeah.
you can put him in upside down so you can see his face because right now he's underwater in terms of his popularity.
Yeah.
Underwater is being upside down.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And let's see. Okay, so now you have a few things that you can go ahead and do.
Yeah.
Okay, but right, it's coming along, yes?
It does.
Okay.
And the other one.
Uh-huh.
Okay, here I also have to change the
Right.
hangers.
Yeah. And the rope and let's see. This one has more of a pronounced wave. That's all right. Okay. And you see the ribbons are there. Okay.
Yeah, ribbons.
Okay. So let's go down.
I worked with um,
Okay. So we have a problem in that we have two labels the same.
two labels the same.
The Trump Billionaires Boys Club collection, the Billionaires Boys Club Power Players.
Yes.
Those are those are really the same labels. So you're only supposed to have 8 labels. So that means that one of the labels isn't correct. So if you go back to the other banner, if you go back to the other banner, you'll see that it has the name of the labels right there. There's 3.
Here are 7. I just noticed it.
Sorry. Trumpster through the ages, boys.
Yeah, I also thought there were 8.
There's supposed to be 8, so that's me who did that wrong. And I might not change it. Well, let's see, 3, 6, 7. Oh shit.
I can add it if we find others.
Well, we can find the other, but the problem that you're going to have is that it's going to see my when I do my designs with type and whatever, it's really precise.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, if you add another one, it's going to screw up the spacing between, right?
Yes, they're all the same space.
Yeah, and sometimes they're not the same space, but then there's a reason why they're not, and it's because of the information that it goes with. So anyway, what? Let me think about how I want to do that.
Okay.
But also the order of these is not the same as the order that they're supposed to be in the tower. Not that it matters that much, but there's a progression. See, Jesus, Trump through the ages, the family T, the Billionaires Boys Club, the Autocrats Club, Trump, Trump's business empire, the Dream Team. So what's the one that's missing? Um,
Maybe in your PDF, I can look.
well, okay. And then also I'll have to look in my notes because I've got this written like 16 times in different places. Um, Trump doll sets. Let me see. The autocrats, the Trump.
The family
Which one?
is okay, 1 second.
Limited Trump bargain basement businesses. Okay. So, okay. So let's see. The Trump Family T, Trump Players, Billionaires Boys Club, Women of Trump, Autocrats Club, the Empire of Trump, his successes and failures, the Dream Team. Wait, what's the last one? Is Trump through the ages?
We have it on first one. The Trumpster, Trump through the ages. And then we have Billionaire Boys Club.
Okay, wait. Let's see. If you can put them side by side,
Yeah, okay.
because I can't follow that, unfortunately. Okay, there you go. Okay, so level one is Trump through the ages. So I didn't follow, right? When I wrote this, I didn't follow my own system here. Okay. So let me see.
Okay, we have 1, we have 3. Autocrats Club. Yeah, we have 4. Level 5, we also have 6. We also have 7.
So in other words, these in the banner are all there. Oh,
I'm looking at the one in WhatsApp. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 we have. I'm not sure about second one, Trump Dream Team.
the Dream
Superheroes.
Team is the superheroes.
Okay, so we also have it. So the left is 7. Trump players influential versus confrontational. We don't have that one.
Okay, and the reason is that because the word players was used in the Billionaires Boys Club.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the confusion came for me. So the thing is that how difficult is it going to be if I redo the graphic here?
If you have original, you can change it. I will.
Incorporate back in, right?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so you can work on the other part. I'll work on getting these in the order that they're supposed to be. Okay, so I'll do that right now. I took a screenshot of it,
Mm-hmm.
even though I have the PDF somewhere or the actual file somewhere. Okay, so I'll do that. Um, okay, so we were back on the other one. Okay, so then those things should be in the same order as the
Yeah.
one that's in the banner. So I'll give you that order.
Okay.
Okay, so, and let's see if you can go down.
Also,
The Trump Fat Man.
if when we choose the dolls, I will have to put dolls in these boxes, right? And then put them on the shelf.
Yes. But what we're going to do is just, yes. What we'll do is, shouldn't be hard to do because let's say you're going to just make them into the oval.
Yeah, it's. I
Place,
don't think it's gonna be too
place
hard.
oval. Um,
But
on,
I just.
go
Sorry.
ahead.
Yeah, I just try to look. How would it look if?
Okay, good. Good, 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 good.
Yeah, I did it for.
That's what I was going to go ahead and ask you. But the thing is, okay, what, hmm, okay, really good. Now show it where the Trump dolls are on the left side and the banner is on the right side, the tall banner. In other words, the opposite end of this.
Yes. I actually have 3D model, but I'm not sure if it's gonna open fast. Let me see. If it opens now, I can just show you now.
Okay, great. And then what we're going to need for the manufacturer of the is where you have all four sides laid out,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
along with an ins where the inserts go. But the thing is that for that one, you actually have to take the Trump dolls out of the tower.
Mm-hmm.
So the box, and the box also should be another inset that you show like sliding into the tower.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you've got the three stabilizing platforms that go bottom, middle, and top. And then you've got the box that goes inside it on top of that middle stabilizing platform.
So I should better start working on that one as well to
Yeah,
show
but
it.
for that one, you can go ahead and do sort of like an outline. In other words, you don't have to do it showing the dolls in the insert. Okay. You can do it as, side one, two, three, four, or A,
Mm-hmm.
B, C, D, right? And then, platform one, two, three, base, middle, top. Okay. And then you want to give dimensions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, in what like should I do it in PDF A4 horizontal or like what kind of format should I use for that?
Well, I would go ahead and use landscape, whatever your, landscape mode.
Oh,
Um, okay. You're in England right now. So now it looks like the TARDIS. You know the TARDIS?
no, no.
You know Doctor Who?
Oh, yes, I didn't watch it.
It's like his phone booth. It's larger
Okay.
it's larger on the inside than it is on the outside. Okay.
I
Uh,
definitely watch it.
okay. So, okay. And let's see. Okay, so that's the look where it's on the left. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and the banner's on the right. And then you see,
I could say it then back.
it's flying around like the TARDIS. Okay. Um, Now, what I want you to do, let's say this is fine. I need you to add, right? Um, you know, some people for perspective,
Okay.
like someone looking at the left banner, someone reaching out for something on the right banner. Okay, on the right hand side. Um, okay. Or maybe they're not reaching out, maybe they're just looking at it or whatever, but we'll see. We might have different ones. And we might do it, put it in AI and have a video where somebody, grabs one and takes it and,
Yeah.
you know. But that looks right. In terms of put together, it looks pretty good.
Right.
That That's a cursor dot on the Trump Tower
Yes, these are just
on the right hand one.
yes, it's some
Yeah, okay. It's your cursor dot. Okay.
yeah.
Um Now the thing is, okay. Well, when we do a oh, I see something. Um Now looking because we're not blowing it up, it's harder to see, but I see it anyway. The size of the two towers are different. In other words,
This
the
part
tower on the left is higher than the tower on the right,
tower on the left.
is taller than the tower on the right.
Mm-hmm.
So you might want to,
Also, is it the problem that they are not connecting on this edge?
well, that's partly because they're not the right height on the left.
Mm-hmm.
So it needs actually to be shorter,
This part.
right? Or you just need to pull it down a little bit. Or what you need to do, another thing that you could do is the first column on the right hand side, the first column to your left, to the left of the banner, right there, that
It's
one. Yeah. You can change the angle of that. So,
just what
sorry,
I'm sorry, I just speak.
instead of going so far down sharply, you bring it up so it's more horizontal.
And it can connect to this one.
Right, but you're gonna have to bring that side down anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Or what you can do is you can also change the shape of that side of the building, the left side of the building. In other words, remember, you're in control. We're not doing a 100% realistic rendition of Trump Tower. So the thing is that you can keep almost everything the same, right? And just fudge it so that it looks like they're more connected.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that yes, I'm just looking. This part is actually nice. It connects perfectly.
Right.
Here I can just modify a little bit right and left.
Yeah. So in other words, you bring on the right hand side, right, you cut down on that angle and you make it more horizontal in terms of the building shape. So you just bring that side up a little bit or whatever you're going to do, stretch it out. And then the other side, you see you got that steep angle on the left side, okay? But just move your oh, and that one has a bigger cutout where the you see before we were talking about the I guess it's from this angle that we're seeing more of the sky. It's not connected like a V. You know, if you go to the top on the top right column, go. Okay, well, stop moving. Stop moving. Go up to the right of the rope where it connects to the building on the other column on the other side. Nope, 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 no. Stop, 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 stop. Okay, the building on the left above Putin's head. Okay, go straight up from Putin's head up. just with your cursor, or okay, I'm getting nauseous. I'm getting seasick. Okay, stop. Ah. Look above Putin's head where the buildings connect. You'll see that they don't connect. No, to the left. Right there. Stop. To the right.
Yeah.
Up. To the left. Right there. That's
Yes.
uh, that's not connected properly.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got to connect that properly. But you also have to bring, I think, this part of the building down a little bit so that you can make the connection more easily.
Yeah.
Unless you want to go ahead and just, yeah, I don't think you want to do that. I don't think you want to pull the building, right, and wipe out that portion of the sky. See, go to the right. Now go to the other building where it joins. No. You need to stay where you were. Okay, stop. Okay, stop. Okay, so instead of having that steep drop off, one of the options is that you just go ahead and pull it all up, okay, and have it joined. But I think that that's not going to look so great. So this is another case where you've got to merge, what's technically right and kind of throw that out to what's going to be visually good and go with what's visually good.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay. But in terms of putting them together and having the tower look like it does, that's pretty good.
Mm.
Okay. And then we just need to do like a blow apart where you see the different panels and then you see the platform and you see the box, right? So right now we're showing the finished way it looks. And then we have to show the open way for the POP manufacturer.
Exploded to you. Power code.
Right. Say again about Trump.
Exploded to you.
Yeah. Well, hopefully Trump explodes, but but not on camera because that's kind of gross. Um, and then with the one that we do for the manufacturers, we'll have to put in specifications
Mm-hmm.
on the same sheet.
Okay.
Okay, so you say, you know, 120 inches. This is, the base is blah blah blah. So you have those on there for reference purposes. Okay, cool.
Also, about the dolls,
Yeah,
I generated some. I think I kind of even learned how to talk with AI to give me exactly what I need.
good.
So if you want, I can show, or maybe I do more and then show the best ones. I don't know.
Um, Keep work on the tower first.
Okay.
Okay, and then when we go through the tower the next time, it'll be much faster, and
Yeah. Okay.
we can switch over to these. But
Oh,
are you having fun with these?
definitely. There's so many characters.
Uh-huh. And I saw like Kim Jong Un or whatever the hell his name is from North Korea,
Yeah.
right, with the rock.
Yes.
That's great. That's really good. Um, so okay, so this is all going to come together very quickly, which is good. And then you'll see what I do with it. Okay, as we combine it with the outreach materials.
Okay.
Mwah.
Even I want these dolls now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Right. I think people are going to have fun with them.
Yeah.
Um, and that's the thing. You're going to get to have where I'm going to have like scenarios where people are using the dolls and doing like little videos and stuff like this to give people ideas. So, right, you've seen the game like rugby or football. We can use
Yes.
Trump as a football.
Wow.
So, people can be tossing a mat, and then you write the prompt for that, and then you make it into a video. So you see Trump on the ground standing up, and then somebody hikes him to the quarterback, and the quarterback fades back, right? And does a pass, and then people tackle him. It's a fumble, and then he's tumbling all over the ground, and then people jump on him.
Okay.
Right now, that's a pretty cool video.
Yeah, sounds cool.
Okay. Oh, and what'll be really funny is at the end, right, when they jump on him, right, he splits open and all the other dolls pop out and start running.
Oh,
Right? So, okay, we can get pretty creative with this. Okay,
yeah.
good job. Okay, because that's the next phase. That's the next phase.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Okay, text me when you're ready to show. Thank you.
Yes,
And
thank you.
I'll put the file.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Bye.
Bye.